Hi students, in this video I will explain implementation of Boolean function with multiplexer. That means we have given a Boolean function and design a logic circuit performs that function using multiplexer. Suppose we have a Boolean function with n plus 1 variables. Okay, so our aim is to implement this Boolean function using a multiplexer. So we take n of the variables from n plus 1 variables and that act as the selection lines of the multiplexer. Okay, so we implement the given Boolean function using 2 raised to n by 1 mux, right? Then remaining one variable act as the input of the mux. If a is the variable, then input may be a or a bar, right? So next we can do some problems related to this topic. Okay, so our first question is implement the Boolean function f of abc is equal to sigma 1 to 45 with a multiplexer, right? So here there are 3 input variables. Okay, so in the 3 input variables we select two are the selection lines. If there are 2 selection lines for the multiplexer, then it is a 4 by 1 multiplexer. So we can implement this Boolean function using 4 by 1 multiplexer, right? So first we can draw the truth table for this Boolean function. The input of the Boolean function are ABC and output is F. So here there are 3 inputs, 8 different combinations 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. Output is equal to 1 for the min terms 1 to 4 5. So for 1, 2, 4, 5 output is equal to 1. For all other cases output is 0. Okay. So for the 3 input variables I select 2 of them are the selection lines of the multiplexer. So A and B, I select A and B are the selection lines of the multiplexer. So A and B may be 0, 1, 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. So when A and B is equal to 0, we can divide this truth table like this. This is 0 0, A and B is 0 1, A and B is 1 0 and A and B is 1 1. Okay. So when selection line is equal to 0 0, C may be 0 or 1. So output of our function is when C is equal to 0, output is 0, C is equal to 1, output is 1. That means the input of the multiplexer is C itself. Okay. When C is equal to 0, we get output of the function 0 itself. C is equal to 1, output of the function is 1 itself. Okay. So what input is given to C is direct to the output. Okay, so we can give the input of the multiplexer as C itself. Then when AB is equal to 0 1 and C is equal to 0, output of the function is 1. When C is equal to 1, output of the function is 0. That means complement. C is complemented. That means in that case we give the input of mux as C complement. C complement. Then here when selection line is equal to 1 0, then C is equal to 0, output is 1, C is equal to 1, output is 1. So the output does not depend upon C, it is always 1. So we give input as 1 itself. Input of the mux as 1 itself. Then when selection line is equal to 1 1, then C is equal to 0, output is 0, C is equal to 1, output is 0. So always the mux output 0. So 0 gets only when input is 0. Okay, it does not depend upon Z. Next we can implement this Boolean function using multiplexer. So here we have the 4 by 1 multiplexer. This is the 4 by 1 multiplexer with inputs I0, I1, I2, I3 and output is Y, then selection lines S1, S0, right? So we can mark the inputs and outputs. Here output Y, selection lines, 2 selection lines, then inputs. Here it select I0 when selection line 0 0, then the input is C. So here we have C. Then when selection line is 0, 1, C bar. That means complement C. Complement C. Then that is connected to I1. Then for I2, 1, I3, 0. So we can mark the input and outputs. So here it is C. This is 1, 0. This one is AB. And here it is the F. So when selection line is equal to 0, 0, it select I0. I0 means C. So when C is equal to 0, we get 0 as output. C is equal to 1, we get 1 as output. Right? When selection line is equal to 0, 1, selection line is equal to 0, 1, it select I1. So I1 means C bar. So when C is equal to 0, here we get 1 as output. C is equal to 1, here we get 0 as output. Right? Then when selection line is equal to 1, 0, when selection line is equal to 1, 0, it select I2. So I2 is always 1. So here the output is always 1. Does not depend upon the C. Then selection line is equal to 1, 1, it select I3. I3 means F is always 0. Okay. So for I3 we connected to 0. Clear? This is the implementation of this Boolean function with 4x1 multiplexer. Right? Our second question is implement the Boolean function f of ABCD is equal to sigma 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9, 15 with a multiplexer. Right? So here there are 4 variables. So among the 4 variables we select 3 of them are the selection lines. If there are 3 selection lines for the multiplexer, then we can implement this with a 8x1 mux. Right? 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. So there are 8 input lines for the multiplexer. Right? So next we can draw the truth table of this Boolean function. So this is the truth table. The inputs are A, B, C, D and output is F. So here there are 4 variables. So there are 16 input combinations 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1, 1. Right? So here I select first 3 ABC are the selection lines of the multiplexer. Then here output is equal to 1 for the min terms 0, 1, then 3, 4, then 8, 9 and 15. All other outputs are 0. Okay. So here I select first 3 inputs, that is ABC are the selection lines of the multiplexer. So ABC may be 0, 0, okay, 0, 0, 1, right, then 0, 1, 0, right, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1. Okay, D is the input. So next we can write the, how can we select the input of the multiplexer. Okay, when ABC is equal to 0, 0, 0, D is equal to 0, F is equal to 1, D is equal to 1, F is equal to 1. Okay, so F does not depend upon F. F is always 1. When you give input is equal to 1, then only we get output is equal to 1. Right? Then F selection line is equal to 0, 0, 1. Input is 0, output is 0. Input is 1, output is 1. So output depends upon D. Then for 0, 1, 0, input is 0, output is 1. Input is 1, output is 0. That means D complement. Then for 0, 1, 1, output does not depends on D. Output is always 0. Then for 1, 0, 0, output is always 1. It does not depends on D. Then for 1, 0, 1, output is always 0. Then for 1, 1, 0, output is always 0. Then for 1, 1, 1, output is same as that of D. Okay, now we can draw the logic circuit for this function using 8x1 multiplexer. Okay, so this is the 8x1 multiplexer with one input, right? How many selection lines? 3 selection lines. Okay, so we can mark it. Inputs are I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7. Selection lines S2, S1, S0 and output is Y. So here output is Y is F. Selection lines are A, B, C, and this is a 8x1 mux. Next we can draw the inputs of this multiplexer. When selection lines A, B, C equal to 0, 0, 0, then input is 1. So this one is 1. Then selection line is 0, 0, 1, input is D. Okay, so this one is D. Okay, then 0, 0, 1, 0, it is D bar. So next complement it. We take D and complement it using an inverter. Then it is connected to I2, right? Then I3 is 0. So this one is 0. Then I4 is 1. So we can take 1 from I1. So this one, it is connected to I4, right? Then I5 and I6 is 0. So this is connected to I5 and I6. I7 is D itself. So take this D and connect it to I7. So we can darken the points. This is 1. 1 is for 0 and I0 and I4. I0 and I4. Then D4, 1 and 7. 1 and 7. Okay. Then D bar, I2. Then here it is 0. Then 1, 4, I4. Then 0, 4, I5 and I6. Right. So this is the implementation of f of ABCD is equal to sigma 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9, 15 using an 8x1 mux. Okay. Next our aim is to implement full adder with two 4x1 multiplexers. So here you know what is a full adder. Full adder can add 3 bits and it generate 2 outputs, sum and carry. So next we can draw the truth table for this full adder. So this is the truth table. The inputs are X, Y, Z and output is S and C. So there are 3 inputs. We have 8 different combinations: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1. Sum is equal to 0. Here it is sum 1, carry 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So S is equal to sigma 1, 2, 4, 7. Okay. And carry is equal to sigma 3, 5, 6, 7. Right. So here there are 3 input lines, input variables. So for a 4x1 multiplexer there are 2 selection lines. So I select X and Y are the selection lines. When X and Y is equal to 0, 0 or 0, 1 or 1, 0 or 1, 1. So when X and Y is equal to 0, 0, then we can write what is S. Z is equal to 0, S is equal to 0, Z is equal to 1, S is equal to 1. So S depends on Z. Right. Then X and Y is equal to 0, 1, Z is equal to 0, S is equal to 1, Z is equal to 1, S is equal to 0. That means Z bar. S is Z bar. Right. Then here also S is Z bar. and here it is same as Z. Then for carry, when Z is equal to 0, carry is always 0. So does not depends on Z. Then here when xy is equal to 0, 1, carry is same as Z. Then xy is equal to 1, 0, carry is complement same as that of Z. 0, 0, 1, 1. Here carry is always 1. Okay, so we can draw the circuit. So here we have two 4x1 multiplexer because we have two output, sum and carry. For a 4x1 multiplexer we have only one output, so here we use two 4x1 multiplexers. So this is the first 4x1 mux and second 4x1 mux. Okay, so this has the output F and here output F. Selection lines S1, S0, here selection lines S1, S0. Inputs are I0, I1, I2, I3, and here it is I0, I1, I2 and I3. Right? From this first mux we get the output as sum, and for the second mux we get the output as carry. Right? So here it is S and here it is C, and we give selection lines as X and Y. So here it is X is given to S1 and also for this S1, then Y is given to S0 and also here S0. Right? So we can mark the inputs, selection lines X, Y, darken the joins. So here for sum, I0 is Z, okay, then also I3 also Z, right? Then I1 and I3 are complement of Z. Here I1 and also I2, right? So we give input to the input as Z. So Z itself is for I0, then I1 and I2 Z bar, then for I3 Z itself, right? Then for carry, I0 is equal to 0. I0 is 0. Then I1 and I2 Z. So here we take Z, take Z, that is given to I1 and also I2. Then I3 is always 1. So here it is 0, 1. Darken these 2 points, that is connected to Z. Right? So this is the implementation of full adder with two 4x1 multiplexers. So here in the case of full adder we have two outputs, sum and carry. That is why we use two multiplexers, because one multiplexer has only one output. Okay, this is how we implement Boolean functions with multiplexers. Okay, thank you.